From Folarin Balogun to Alejandro Garnacho, numerous players are poised to take center stage in the US. This happens at every major international tournament. Someone, from some team, emerges from relative obscurity to make a significant impact on the big stage. Recent years have provided plenty of examples. James Rodriguez secured a move to Real Madrid with his magical 2014 World Cup performance. Alexis Mac Allister established himself as one of the world's best midfielders during the 2022 tournament in Qatar. Michael Owen burst onto the scene for England at the 1998 World Cup. The Copa America is no exception. This tournament has been the stage where talents like Neymar and Alexis Sanchez have introduced themselves to the world. Of course, not every nation has players of that caliber. But there is enough talent in this tournament for each team to have at least one new face step into the spotlight when it matters most. The 90-minute matchup takes a look at who might just do that this year. 1. Alejandro Garnacho, Argentina. It remains to be seen just how significant of a role Garnacho will play. A pure winger for a side stacked with center forwards and attacking midfielders, he doesn't seem to have an obvious fit into Lionel Scaloni's team. Instead, he might be an ideal spark plug off the bench, the perfect late option to run at defenders just as legs start to tire. He has shown that he can be that for Manchester United. Can he do the same for the reigning champs? 2. Piero Quispe, Peru. This is an interesting Peru squad, filled with experienced veterans of the domestic league, some uncapped talents, as well as a handful of known quantities from the Argentinian top flight and MLS. Leading the new wave of young talent is Puma's midfielder Piero Quispe. The playmaker made his national team debut in 2022, but scored in a friendly in March, and enjoyed a successful season in Liga MX. Nottingham Forest and Brighton are reportedly interested in the versatile playmaker, who will need to show up to give the struggling Blanquiroja any chance. 3. Ben Bertrand Diaz, Chile. Chile are a side very much in between generations. The famous squad complete with Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal has mostly moved on, leaving room for some fresh faces to show their quality. Bertrand Diaz will be key for his side, though. A familiar name to fans of English football, the former England youth international and Villarreal talent is waiting for his moment to piece it all together on the international stage. With Chile's attack otherwise thin, this could be his chance. 4. Alistair Johnston, Canada. Jesse Marsch faces some interesting decisions with his first Canada squad, with questions to be answered all over the pitch. Celtic's Alistair Johnston, though, should be the definition of dependability at full-back, and has shown for the SPL champs that he can mark anyone. A bigger move might be ahead, and this could be his summer to prove it. 5. Santiago Giménez, Mexico. No Chucky Lozano and no Memo Ochoa. Where do Mexico look now? El Tri appear to be in trouble ahead of the summer, and will field a very young squad as they look to make some unexpected noise in Group B. Santiago Giménez isn't exactly a fresh face, but he is certainly looking for a move beyond the confines of the Eredivisie, where he has scored 38 goals in 62 appearances for Oranje Slot's Feyenoord. A big tournament here could see him announce himself to the world. 6. Kendry Poised, Ecuador. Are Ecuador dark horses at Copa America? They certainly might be if Kendry Poised shows up. The 17-year-old has already pledged his future to Chelsea, and Blues fans have raved about the attacking midfielder's dribbling ability and incisiveness in the final third. There has been talk that the Independiente del Valle product might be the best Ecuadorian talent ever. We may find out this summer. 7. Yangel Herrera, Venezuela. An immense part of Michel's impressive Girona side, Herrera went from journeyman to La Liga mainstay last season. A talented midfielder who can play as a number 6 or number 8, the 26-year-old has always had the talent to play at the highest level. He did so for his club, and will now be charged with doing the same for his country. 8. Folarin Balogun, USA. The Monaco striker has been a known quantity ever since he bagged 21 League One goals for Reims in the 2022-23 season. He swiftly declared for the USMNT, but hasn't quite had his signature moment in a US shirt, yet. Greg Berhalter's side have a problem through the middle once again, and will need their first choice number 9 to have a breakout tournament. If he does, the hosts could make some noise. 9. Endrick, Brazil. Who else? Dorival Jr.'s first Selecao squad features a mixture of mainstays and Brazilian top-flight regulars. There aren't many fresh faces to be found. It is lucky, then, that the only real young player in the squad is perhaps the most talented of them all. Endrick is not the new Pele, but he is an immense talent, and if he's handed the reins, then this could be where he properly announces himself. 10. John Duran, Colombia. Luis Diaz may be the star, but the rest of this Colombia roster has something about it, too. One of the big names is Duran, who turned in a number of solid showings serving as a backup to Ollie Watkins at Aston Villa last year. MLS fans will know him from his solid stint at Chicago Fire, but his ceiling is undoubtedly higher. The Colombian has been linked with Chelsea in recent weeks, and will look to show here that he's good enough for that.